Hey you, welcome to or welcome back to Keisha's House, Motivation and Inspiration. I'm Keisha, and as always, I am so very glad that you stopped by. So if you're following along with season 2, you know that last week, Monday, was National May Day. Well, today is Having a Coke Day, and my favorite is Reward Yourself Day. This national holiday encourages people to take a moment out of their busy day to celebrate their successes and reflect on how far they've come with reaching their goals. So last week's quote was from Mark Twain, and it goes like this: "I'm an old man and have known great many troubles, but most of them have never happened." Bottom line, the quote reminds us to not worry, and yes, I know that is hard. But think about it. How much time do we take freaking out and worrying about future events and conversations before they even happen? In case you didn't know, this is fortune telling, and we are not fortune tellers. We can stress ourselves into having anxiety, depression, you name it, we can sabotage ourselves into it. Isn't that wild? We can cause ourselves harm just by worrying and stressing about things that we simply don't have control over. So the author of the book, Let That Shit Go, they have a remedy. Our worries are just thoughts, and when we can recognize that we have control over our thoughts, we can start to distance ourselves from our thoughts and those core emotions behind them. But our thoughts are not all bad. The authors Nina Purell and Kate Petru, they remind us that our thoughts are not only there to harm us, but to possibly there to warn us. And it's up to us to do the work to identify if there is a warning or if we're just simply overreacting and worrying. So let's be real. If this was easy, we wouldn't have so many books out there that help us to learn to quiet our minds and our thoughts and to control our thoughts. Think about this practice as a muscle. The only way to strengthen a muscle is to work them. And the same applies here. To get better at managing our thoughts, we need to practice and remember to give ourselves some grace. Okay, at the end of last week, I started to read the book, The 5-Second Rule. And the title of the book grabbed my attention because as a mother of young children, I am constantly battling my boys to stop putting things in their mouths that come off the floor. And I assume you two grew up yelling 5-second rule when your candy fell on the floor as a kid. Well, it turns out that the 5-second rule has absolutely nothing to do with picking up food off the floor, but all about pushing people to take action on their goals within the first 5 seconds of their thoughts. So, to start off, I love how this book ties into the last week's quote and book. We just talked about how powerful our thoughts can be, and the author of the 5-second rule, Mel Robbins, recognizes the importance of our thoughts and the challenges that we have when it comes to coupling our thoughts with action. Okay, so what is the 5-second rule? Mel Robbins explains the rule as if you have an instinct to act on a goal, you have to physically move within the first 5 seconds of your brain thinking about it, or your brain will kill the idea. For example, if you say you want to get fit, you're just not supposed to sit on the sofa and think about it and then start on Monday. You need to literally in your head, or I guess count out loud, start to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then physically get up and move to do something towards that goal. So I'm at the start of this book, but I like it so far, and I really enjoy the point of you have to take action with this rule and you have everything you already need. So in the book, Mel says there is greatness in you, and I love that. Over the past couple of weeks, we have talked about not giving away our power to other people. You and I are the subject matters on ourselves. So that's the quote this week. There is greatness in you. And don't forget to reward yourself today. So remember, you deserve to upgrade yourself, your life, and your future so you can truly begin living the life you want to live. Till next time, be safe, and I'll see you next week.